Hey guys, welcome back to my beauty channel. So today I have a cleaning style video for you guys. Like, lost my train of thought there and couldn't remember what I was gonna say. That happens all the time. I'm too young for that shit. So today I'm gonna show you guys how to clean your hairbrushes. Let me just tell you guys, I already filmed the video, like I already did it and everything, and I made a freaking mess. So if you're gonna do this and you haven't done your hairbrushes in a long time, which I've never really cleaned mine. I actually bought mine I think a couple months ago, but I've never really cleaned it, and you'll be able to see why in the video, or like the issue that I was having with my brush. But then you'll also be able to see the issue that I was having with my husband's hairbrush, which was beyond ridiculously gross and nasty. But now my brushes look like new, and this is just a really, really easy and cheap way to clean your hairbrushes. And I'm gonna start like keeping up with mine because I didn't really realize, but the hairbrushes that you use on your daily hair just can have a lot of oil and dirt and dust build up, and it's really gross if you think about it, because it's just like your makeup brushes, which I'm really lazy about cleaning those too. But just after a while, like dirt and bacteria is gonna get in there, and you're gonna put that right back on your head. So maybe that has something to do with why my head, like right now I have a really dry scalp, and like I've been dealing with dry scalp ever since I dyed my hair blonde, which has been like over 2 years ago, I think. Well, yeah, I think so. Or over a year, whatever. And I've been dealing with that ever since, which I would never put bleach on my scalp ever again because it really messed my scalp. But I think maybe from having all that dirt and stuff in your brush and putting it back on your head ain't helping the situation either. So that's like one other reason why I was like getting motivated to like clean my brushes, and I was like, well, I'm gonna just make a video and show you guys how to do it. But yeah, it was really, really easy to do and really inexpensive. So I hope this video helps some of you guys out that's never cleaned your brushes before. And if you guys want to know where I got this idea, I actually found this on Pinterest. So Pinterest is great for everything, tips and tricks and recipes. And if you don't have Pinterest, you should definitely get one and check it out because it's freaking amazing. So I wanted to tell you guys that, where I actually got this idea from, and I was like, well, I really need to clean mine, but why not just do a video about it? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's go ahead and get started cleaning my brushes. So I'm just going to start off by showing you guys an overview of what we'll be using to clean the hairbrushes today. So what you will need is your hairbrushes, a rat tail comb if you have one, a toothbrush, some pure baking soda, your preferred kind of shampoo. This kind that I'm using, it has no sulfate or anything in it, so it's a pretty good shampoo. My husband's brush, my wet brush, and I'm using my round brush to clean today. And then you'll just need like a little measurement of a teaspoon thing to measure a teaspoon. So I'm just going to start by getting my sink filled with warm water. And if you don't want to use your sink, because I did really make a mess after all this, if you don't want to make a mess, I don't recommend doing it this way. But anyways, I just cleaned my sink afterwards. So I'm measuring my baking soda, and I'm going to put that into the sink. Then I'm going to put my shampoo in. And then after you do that, you just kind of want to take like your toothbrush that you'll be using to clean your brushes and just kind of mix that all around in there so it's really good and mixed up. So I started with the end of a rat tail comb, and what you want to do with this is just kind of take it down the section of your hairbrush, and this just helps remove all that extra hair that gets tangled in there that's hard to get out. I do keep my brush pretty clean, like with the hair removal, because I can't stand the buildup of the hair. But wait until you guys see the rest of the buildup that's on my hairbrush. It's insane. So then I just remove the hair, and it makes it a lot easier to get the hair out. So then I'm doing the same thing to the round brush, which was even way worse than my wet brush because I don't use my round brush very often, but it was pretty bad. But this really helps get that hair up, and as you can see, it's just kind of lifting it away, and then I can just throw it away. Guys, I'm sorry, but I had to come on here and tell you guys something a little funny. It made me laugh because I just cannot believe how bad this is. But I went to get my husband's hairbrush out of his bathroom because I want to clean it too, right? So it's like a wooden brush. He likes these wooden ones, and I think this is like a really super old hairbrush. I just thought about just getting him a new one because I cannot believe this, but he uses hairspray on his hair in the morning to get his hair to kind of stay back. It's how he likes to fix his hair and blow dry it or whatever. But from using all the hairspray has left these clumps of hairspray buildup on these freaking bristles, and I don't even know if I can get this off. But if it doesn't work, like if the warm water doesn't bring it off, which I'm hoping it will, but this made me laugh because I was like, oh my god, look at that freaking buildup. That's disgusting. And like, how the hell does he even brush his hair with this? Like, it made me laugh, guys. Like, I've never seen something like this. Like, I was like, when I first looked at it, I was like, what kind of brush does he have? Like, why is the ends, is that some kind of like technique they put on the bristles to make your hair do something? But then I was like looking at them like, because I see some bristles down here that don't have it. I'm like, oh my god, that's buildup. That's so bad. I just wanted to show you guys that. So then I'm just going to start and just take my toothbrush, get a little wet, and start scrubbing down at the very bottom of the hairbrush and through the bristles. And since my brush is pretty plastic, I could honestly probably could have just put it down in the water and soaked it pretty good. But I'm just scrubbing really hard to get all that extra nasty dirt off my brush. Like I said, it was pretty dirty because I've never really took time to do this before. So I'm really glad that I was able to get this done. So then I'm just taking the end of the rat tail comb, and as you guys can see, I got these little dust balls that are on my brush. So I just was using the rat tail comb to bring them to the surface so I could try to pull them off better. And the best technique that I could come up with that helps me remove the dust balls was a pair of scissors. I know that sounds kind of like weird, but I could kind of cut at them and pull them off. Let me know if you guys have the same problem, if you guys know how to like resolve the problem. So then I am scrubbing the round brush, and this thing was really dirty, so I was just scrubbing away. So next comes my husband's brush, which was probably the worst of all, just for the fact for that hairspray buildup on the brush was insane. So he is using a wooden brush, so I just tried to be very gentle with this since you're not really supposed to get wooden brushes wet, but his has never been wet before, so I kind of got it a little wet and it didn't really affect it a whole bunch. But I just was kind of trying to be lighter with getting it wet. So then after I removed like all the lint and the hairspray buildup off of his brush, it literally looked like a brand new hairbrush. So I just dried some of the excess water off his brush, and then you're just going to set up like a towel or whatever. I'm using a washcloth because I didn't have a lot of brushes to do, so I just did that to let them dry. And you're also going to rinse them under warm water just to get all that baking soda and shampoo off of them really good so they'll be nice and clean. So I have a request for you guys. If you can leave me some comments down below on how you get these dust balls off of your hair bristles, your hairbrush bristles, because this is ridiculous and I'll be here for like hours trying to pick these off. And like the best technique so far has been scissors. I tried tweezers, but the tweezers will not grip it to pull it off, and it's just like stuck at the top of the bristle and I don't know how to get it off. And like even the scissors isn't bringing it all the way off. Like I can't cut it because it's so short. So if you guys have any tips for this, I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse it. And I did get a lot of them off, but like they still are like still on there. So I'm just gonna rinse it and be done with it because I got other stuff to do today and I ain't got patience to sit here and get each individual one of these things off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a good rinse and let her dry, and then maybe I should have waited and had these things completely instead of rinsing it first. I should have picked the little dust balls off first. My fingers will kind of pick them off, but guys, this is hard to do and I have a mess right now. My sink is a disaster from doing this, so I'll have to show you guys the aftermath. And then my plastic brush is the last one that I have to wash. So I'm just rinsing that really good, and then we're gonna let that dry. And yeah, I found this to be a really easy thing to do, and I want to start doing it on a daily basis because I do realize how gross it is not to wash your brushes because you use them every day, and that's just pretty bad if you don't wash them. So yeah, so as you can see, my husband's brush looks like brand new. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and liked it and found it helpful in some way. And hopefully it got you guys motivated to maybe take time out of your day or your weekend or whenever you got time to clean your brushes, because like I said, it is really gross if you think about all the buildup that can get in there and you're just putting it right back on your head. That's like really nasty. So yeah, I just thought that this would be a helpful video for you guys. So give me a thumbs up if you guys like this video. Be sure to subscribe and all that. Check out my main channel video or main channel and all my videos, whatever. And yeah, I am currently about to film another video. So I'm on a roll today. This is my second video that I filmed, and I'm going to film a third one. So I'm getting prepped for vacation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you guys. Bye!